Let's talk now to Afzal Ashraf, visiting fellow in international relations at Loughborough University in the UK. Welcome to the programme. Good to see you. So how seriously should we be taking this threat of a possible military escalation in the region?
Well, I think it's very credible. It's serious. Certainly the two countries involved have talked it up. The Pakistanis are convinced that an attack is due in 24 to 36 hours, and that statement was made yesterday, so we're looking at probably 12 hours, if that has any validity whatsoever. But yes, the rhetoric suggests that there will be some form of attack, almost certainly originating from India as retaliation for what they perceive to be Pakistani-sponsored terrorism on their soil. And of course the Pakistanis have promised to respond in like, and so what we probably will get is a very quick escalation. Now this is on top of what is happening already, and that is cross-border firing and shooting across the line of control, which has happened in the past and is just speeded up, if you like, over the last few days. So yes, I think it's a very serious potentially very serious event. Certainly the United States has tried to say, verbally at least, that it should be dialed down, and the Vice President has asked both countries to dial down the rhetoric and avoid an escalation.
And a dispute between India and Pakistan in this region is something that's flared up in different forms in the past, isn't it? How does what we're seeing now fit into that? How does it compare?
Well, there's been two types of flare-ups. There have been the, if you like, all-out war flare-ups, which have occurred in 1965 and in 1971. There's been a sort of a second type, which has been continuous battles in the glaciers that join the two countries, which lasted many years, but which have abated. And then there's a third type, which is the odd response to terrorist attacks, and there have been two or three in the last couple of decades. And these have, so far, only involved an alleged Pakistani-sponsored attack with an Indian response, which has been described variously as strategic strikes and other ways. And Pakistan has attempted to neutralize those within certain limits. For example, in one instance, they shot down an Indian aircraft that was attempting to attack Pakistan, and this was resolved diplomatically with the pilot, who thankfully was not killed, was returned in good order. So the indications are that this particular incident is going to lead to something far greater. And certainly many Pakistanis are suggesting, without providing any significant evidence, that this is a false flag operation intended to incite a war, intended to give India the opportunity to sever Pakistan, to deal it a mortal blow.
Afzal, great to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for coming on the programme. That's Afzal Ashraf, a visiting fellow at Loughborough University in the UK.